Right, so now recording. Right, someone asked me how I go around corners quicker. I'll explain to you. Right, first of all, you go as fast as you can. Right, you use your turbo only when it's in gear. Just before it changes gear, let go of your turbo. Save that little bit of turbo. Right, I brake. Right, so now the red line is disappearing. Right, so I brake before. Okay, what? I brake before I accelerate, I brake, and as soon as it's green I go. So I brake before, then I go. Okay, as long as you're only braking in that same little red area, then you'll get around corners faster. Brake, go. Don't brake on it, don't brake after it, brake while you can see it, and then go. Okay, so that's just a little tip of how I get some very, very fast racing times. I'll make that into a little video shortly because I'm recording it. But just to show you how much quicker it is. I don't know what sort of times you all get. And try not to 116. Try not to turn too much as well. If I'm turning just a little bit, I'm gaining more maximum speed that my car is capable of. If I'm turning my wheel too much, then the angle of my car won't allow me to gain maximum acceleration and maximum speed, because my turning circle is tighter, therefore lower speed would be gained. So if you can turn your vehicle to a minimum, it means your car is capable of accelerating quicker. Now if I was to turn my car like that, I can't accelerate as quick because I'm turning and my car's not got the straight line speed that it's expected. Okay? Sometimes, if you want to be a little bit quicker, you can brake early, but when it's yellow, you're able to just hold your accelerator on a little bit. Okay? So sometimes I can get the entire race line red, or pretty much all the way around the track sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Just getting my wheels on the apex line as well also helps. There's a 115 look. But that was with no turbo, because I pretty much used almost. If you want to charge your turbo up quicker, the easy way of doing it is to turn it off, so it's on none, and accelerate and brake. Watch it go up quick. Look, half a brake. Can you see how quick my battery is charging up? Another thing, if you want faster laps, you have to use these cars in front of you to your advantage. Okay? So, if I want a faster lap, I'll stay behind this car, not too far, but about a second behind, as it states on the computer. For DRS, about a second. So staying behind this car until the beginning of the next lap means at the beginning of the next lap I can give it all my boost and I can literally gain up behind him really fast. Sometimes it drops into 8th gear. I'll show you another little trick because my speedo tends to be dodgy on this game. So as soon as it goes into 8, I'll drop it down again, look. Because then look how much revs is still left there, look. Right, so that gains me extra speed because the gear shift changes early. So now I'm going to use this car for this main bit here, but I'm going to drop it in that gear so I use my maximum rev. I'm going to use my boost as well as my thing. Now look at it go. I'm going to brake. I'll brake too late then because I was going faster. So when you press your DRS button, also hold your boost. So you're DRSing and boosting at the same time, which also gives you a much greater acceleration and greater speed. Going wide and straightening it as soon as possible means my car can accelerate on a greater scale quicker. Keeping it straight means you can drive around corners a lot quicker. holding your clutch down as well, if it doesn't turn quick enough, or holding your down gear button. So if I was to hold my down gear button there, now my car can turn sharper and better, okay? But sometimes when I'll show you on this corner, when I press my downshift, it throws the car forward because my revs go up high, watch. Look. Because my revs go up higher because I'm dropping it down into a lower gear. So my revs tend to jump up really high. You can hold your downshift button, but if you hold your downshift button, what will happen is it will change gear early. So that when I actually get it into 8, which it will go eventually, but it's 200 miles an hour around mine shift. But you can hold your downshift. It sounds like it's quicker, but it's not. Okay, because the torque's not there, only the revs are there. So if I hold my upshift button, it'll pretty much jump early. So there's two sort of methods. You can hold your downshift and then just tap up. And then the next time you tap up, you have to tap down one, so that it gives you the maximum revs. It goes up and then taps down one to get it back onto normal speed. Going uphill, hold that downshift button down, not going up hills, because you need that extra acceleration to keep your speed. So that's just a couple of ways of how I get quicker laps. I ride the gear out longer. Sometimes when it flashes, is not the best time to change your gear. Sometimes when your gear flashes, it's still got more shift in it. Well, I'll put that little video on, just explaining that there's like your basic cornering, which teaches you where to brake, when to brake. There's like your advanced cornering. Another technique I've got, which I'll show you in a minute, is if you're going around a corner, you're braking, right? Accelerate before you let go of your brake, because that gets your engine. But watch, I'll show you. I brake, but I keep my accelerator goes on before I let go of my brake. If you watch, because then your revs are up. Watch, braking, accelerate, then let go of my brake. That also keeps your revs high on your vehicle, so that the moment you let go of your brake, it's already in that acceleration mode. Because sometimes it takes a second or so. You can brake, but then you accelerate, but it takes a while for your starter car to start pulling. So the idea is you brake, you put your accelerator on first, then you let go of your brake. Okay, so it's like, it's always on like that. It's never off completely. Okay, so get out of the way. So now we'll go for a good time now. We'll put that back on. And see if I can get a 114. We've got a corner foot there. You don't really need to brake here, you just need to brake a little bit and then accelerate early all the way around. So now if when you play in your next game, test that out, and you'll notice you'll make a considerable improvement on your racing. Especially on your times, racing times, you'll make a considerable time. And then there's testing the curbs as well. Some curbs, it'll give you a corner cutting warning if you go too far. So knowing what your corner limits are, I know I can cut across there, but then I have to go wide to just skim that curb there, so that I'm using the curbs to my advantage. And there's a 140, or nearly a 114, but still a faster lap. And I did make a little mistake on that, because I went on this part here. I should have been holding my downshift button, because then I'm in more of a straight line. I'm still going slower, but holding my downshift around there helps me. Yeah, helps. So that's just a little video of how I